Hello everyone, Platano here. Welcome to my show. So I'm gonna be doing things a little bit different. I know I've said on my channel update I'm gonna be going over a lot of my old videos, so that's what I'm gonna be doing for today's topic. And I'm also gonna bring more of that old school vibe again for my old videos. I miss doing that, so I'm gonna bring that back. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of remodeling in my room, fixing up a little bit so I can do my videos the way I used to do it in my old, in those videos from the past. I repeated that, but yeah, it's like those old videos and have more of that old school vibe and everything. And then like with my open introduction and also webisodes, I'm gonna bring that back if that's still a thing, honestly. So I don't even know what webisode this would be on because I've been doing videos for years, unless we start off from one. But yeah, so we're gonna go from there. So my topic on today is a topic I did a while ago, so I just wanted to like talk about it again, and that is online dating advice and how to keep a conversation flowing, a good conversation. So that's what I wanted to talk about for today. so yeah, so with the online dating, these online dating apps and all this crap, it has really like really evolved over the years and stuff. Like not like when I used to use them back then. Don't even use them at all, honestly. But I guess you can say kind of, because if I'm using like Instagram and stuff, I know I mentioned on a video back then. If I'm using Instagram or like Facebook, whatever, that's sort of like online dating in a way. Yeah, so it's not really specifically targeted towards that like these other apps out there, but it's something. And actually, let me turn this off. Not sure if you guys hear the fan in the background. Try not to have that. but yeah. So it's sort of like that, you can say. But I just want to focus more on those ones that's specifically for dating. So that's what I want to talk about for today. So yeah. So a lot of these online dating apps now. They're all the same, honestly. I mean, technology of course has advanced and everything, and like all these apps that get updates, they have extra features now and all this other stuff, all this other crap they add on there. But they're all the same, honestly. They haven't changed. I mean, they get updates, technology evolves, but these apps are all the same. The same type of people you're gonna find on there, but just 10 times, 100 times worse, I should say. And one particular is Grinder. Grinder honestly has not changed. I remember when I have one on there. I think it was last year. I've checked it out, and it's the same, honestly. I mean, besides they moved around some things on the app and like how the interface looks a little bit different now, but it's the same app that I remember from all these years. Same type of people you see on there, but just worse. Like there's like so many like feminine dudes on there now, and it's like a lot like majority of them, like I would say like 95% of them were feminine and bottoms, honestly. And not only that, now since they've been pushing this whole transgender movement and crap, so that's what you see a lot on these type of dating apps now too. That's the reason why I definitely don't want to touch these apps anymore, because you don't know who's who now, especially with those that do the sex change and stuff like that, and you don't know who's who. And I remember one time running into one person. It was not on Grindr though. It was on I think it was Meet Me or Scout, and I thought it was a guy, but it wasn't. So at least it was nice enough to say that, to let people know, because there's people out there that do this, but they won't let the person know, and they'll talk to that person, and it could be a straight guy, and he probably thinks it's a girl, but it's not, and they'll hide it. And when he finds out the truth, that wouldn't look good. I actually heard a story about that. I think it was a year ago or 2 years ago, maybe. I think it was 2019, or was it last year? No, I think it was 2019 or maybe 2018. I don't remember, but I remember there was a story like that with a guy who got a sex change and became a female, and he met with this guy, a straight dude and stuff like that, and I think they hooked up, if I'm not mistaken. Like they had sex and everything. Guess at his house or something. But when he found out, oh my god, he was pissed. And I heard that he stabbed him up and just killed him after that. Oh, that's crazy. I've heard a story like that. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of other stories like that, all not only in this country but all around the world, because since that's more of that's a thing now. It's like a trend now. It's like a movement. Like that's all you hear about now, and it's like they're just pushing that agenda on us, and in our faces and stuff. See it all the time on Twitter, on mainstream news channels and all that crap. That's all they talk about now. And I don't know when since this became like a big like agenda, like a big issue for a lot of people to even talk about. Like I don't know when this ever came about, but all these other people's come on the woodwork now, and they want to push for this, for these rights, for that rights, and whatever. But it's annoying. I know. I think I have spoke about transgender people before on my channel a while ago, and I got a lot of like a lot of hate on it, a lot of, negative criticism, backlash, all that stuff, because of my opinions on it. My opinions still stand, I'm just different, and I understand, with the LGBT community, whatever is going on now and how they added the Q and this plus and this other stuff, and it's like, things are just not the same that I remember. Everything has just changed a lot, and it's just, it's up here now. It's just crazy for me. But yeah, I went off topic, honestly. I went off topic. I don't know how we got to here. But anyways, back to what I was saying with, the apps. That's what you see majority of the time now on these apps is a lot of these like transgender, guy, or I don't know, I really don't know what to really say what you call it, but you're gonna see that a lot now, and it's still the same with the feminines and bottoms and stuff. And it's like, if you're a guy like me, I was really trying to find like a decent like masculine dude and somebody who is not about sex and somebody who's just really for you. Grindr is not it, Grindr is definitely not it. I know I spoke about this already, but these apps are not it. So, my dating advice for that is you just gotta make sure like who you're talking to, number one. You gotta make sure you're talking to number one. If you're into transit, that's fine. You don't really have a big, nothing to worry about, no big deal. But if you're somebody like me, you gotta make sure you know who you're talking to. You gotta make sure this person, will be telling you the truth, And the best option I would say for that is just to talk. Talk for a while, maybe like a week or two like that. Get to know this person, get to understand them more. Video chat as well, I mean, a lot of people, of course, have good, decent cameras. We can all do video chats with ease now. You have all these different video chatting, apps to use. Like, well, I use Google Duo. Google Duo or WhatsApp is really good for the video calls. But a lot of these other apps do it now. Instagram has a video call feature I use here and there. Facebook has it. So all these different all these different video calling apps you have or within social media. I think also in certain apps they actually added that too. But I think on Meet Me you can do it as well. So just use that, talk to the person, get to know who this person is, make sure they're actually who they are in these pictures, and they're not no catfish and all that crap, and that they're actually who they are. So that's ways to know this stuff, and definitely talk to them, especially if you're looking for an actual dude, or just make sure you talk to, make sure you know who you're talking to, talk for a while, video chat, all that stuff. Make sure you get the facts, make sure you get the truth out of them, and that's my my advice for those type of people that's looking for that. If you're really looking for a relationship, yeah, you definitely have to talk for a while to understand who this person is. Make sure you have that in your description as well. Because if you don't have that in your description, you're just on there. They're gonna think that you're just there for what a majority of them are on that website for, and that's for sex. So make sure you do that. Make sure you have a good detailed description. Depicting what you're looking for. Even though a lot of people don't read this stuff nowadays, so a lot of people don't read this stuff nowadays. They'll just hit you up just if you have a a good looking picture, or if you're like showing your body and stuff like that, and then they'll hit you up and they'll see if you're looking for what they're looking for, which majority of the time is just a hookup. We all know that with these apps, with Grindr, with what's the other ones I used to talk about? Jacked, Hornet, if that one is still around. What was the other one? Radar or something like that. Guy Spot. I don't know why my computer's acting up. Anyways, yeah. Like, what is it? Is it Guy Spy? Damn, which one was it again? I don't remember honestly, but I think that's what it's called. Radar, something like that. I don't remember, but there was so many different ones I have used in the past, and all of them, oh my god, they're all the same. They're all the same. They all suck. So that's my advice with that. Make sure you know what you're getting into with these apps, and especially with the Grind, like I said, with Grind and Jack. Those are the two popular ones that I know of right now. I don't know if there's any new ones that's out that's really popular that's like competition for them, because I don't use those like dating apps anymore. Specifically the ones that they claim is for dating. I don't really use those. I just use like the social media stuff now. But I'm pretty sure I have like plenty of new ones out there now that's like competing with them, or like popular or whatever like that, or underrated but they're good, all that good stuff. But so just make sure you know that, like I said, good description, all that good stuff. When you have a conversation going, make sure you talk to a guy for a while. Make sure that you have if you want, I think is definitely a big positive if you can just video chat with the person as well, to make sure exactly who you're talking to. Because not all the time they're gonna look like their pictures, and a lot of the time those pictures are from like years ago that they have. Make sure you see who you're talking to and everything first. Have that conversation going. Make sure you guys have that good communication skills. And of course, meet up. Meet up. Go to a park. I would say that's a decent date. Going to a park or a restaurant and stuff like that. And yeah, just getting to know the person, even movies and all that good stuff. Get to know the person well, but not meeting at their house or not you going to their house. you know. So because you know what's gonna happen with that. That's how it is with these online dating apps nowadays. And if you're meeting somebody at their house and they come into your house, that's all they're gonna look for. They're just gonna want to hook up and stuff like that. You already know the deal. If that's what they're looking for. If that's what they mentioned to you. That's where they want to meet up. Then you already should know the deal. I've dealt with that like in years. For years with those type of people. Not anymore, but for years. Before when I was using these stuff. So just make sure what you're getting into, what you're looking for. Like I said, if it's a relationship, that's not the places you want to go for a date. But if you're just looking to hook up, then go right at it, because those are the apps for it. Those apps you can just easily go in there and find whatever you want, especially if you have the looks, the body, and or a big D and all that stuff that people's looking for. That's typical gay dudes in the community. That I don't like. And that's the thing that looks bad on me. But so that's pretty much all I want to talk about today. We're at the 11-minute mark. So yeah, a little bit over 11 minutes. So that's pretty much it I want to talk about with the gay dating apps. My advice on it, if those that use it. But like I've said before in one of my old videos, I've said like a couple of months ago, I do think it's best if you guys use like online, like social media. I'd say social media to try and find somebody that way. I think that's the best option. I remember back then people used to use Craigslist a lot. I remember I have used it here and there, but that is not good, dangerous. And also I know that they changed things up. I heard that they had like some new law or something, like what is it, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, where now you can't use the Craigslist for that anymore, for like meeting up with guys or whatever, because people was using it for sex trafficking and all this crap. So of course they had to ruin it for people, So the only thing you use for Craigslist now is for like finding jobs or selling, selling a house or selling whatever you're selling, on there. It's kind of similar to like an eBay thing, but I don't trust that stuff, But I don't know how I used to do that back then with like meeting up like people that you don't, like know much about. But just be careful with certain like websites out there, because I'm pretty sure they probably have something similar to Craigslist now for people to meet up. So you gotta be careful with that. But I still definitely believe that instead of using Grind and all that crap, just use social media, Facebook, all that good stuff. I'm pretty sure you can find somebody on there, because you have plenty of pictures to see. You have they use their stories and stuff like that now. They have like all their stories on there. You can see who the person is. You got a video chatting feature in there, all that good stuff. So yeah, there you go. And that's about it. That's just my advice on that. So I know early in the video I strayed away and talked about a whole different thing, but that could be a topic in itself. So for another day. And that's about it. So there you have it. That's my advice on you for online gay dating apps or websites, and like how to feel someone out, in a good conversation, let it, how it should go, how it should be flowing, and then how you should know if that's the right person for you, Just make sure you have that good communication skills, do some video calls, definitely all that stuff works, And that's about it. That's all I have to say for today. That's all I have for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you all for another episode. Take care.